What's this? A letter for me.
Welcome back to another episode of Remember the Great Sports Through the Mail Thursdays. I haven't been getting a whole lot of autograph requests back through the mail lately because I'm right in the middle of the baseball season and I do a lot of in-person autographing, so I just don't have the time sometimes between work and going to baseball games to sit down, get letters together and out. So with that said, I only have 3 to show you today. Hopefully they're all pretty good. Kind of messed up the sign there. But hopefully they're all pretty good returns. And I'll share at least these 3 with you. Video is going to be a little bit shorter. But I promise, bear with me over the next couple months. July, August, and early September. I will be hitting through the mail autographs a lot harder once this baseball season ends and I'm not doing in-person autographing. So we'll start with the first envelope here. Now I'm going to open it up off camera so we can see it a little bit better here, but it appears the return is from Mr. Grant Jackson, and he signed 1, 2, 3, and 4 on a coaching card. Looks like it a little damaged in the mail, but that's what happens when you send through the mail. Sometimes sorry about that. Had to cut the video there a little bit because it got a little blurry, but top card up here was from his coaching days, and that is when he, after his playing career, with these other cards, were during his playing career. And just to kind of look at the back of his card here, see if it has his stats. Played 18 years in the majors, including 7 championships and 6 World Series games with the Orioles, Yankees, and Pirates. So that's pretty cool. He was a member of some of the greatest teams of that era, it sounds like. And we're going to take a look at the back of the 81 here. Yeah, he would have been on that Pirates championship team. And maybe the Orioles when they won the World Series. Not sure about the Yankees. He only pitched 1 year there, so not sure if they won the World Series that year or not. But Grant Jackson was a very good left-handed reliever for a very long time. He played up until about 1982 or 3, I believe. So I will definitely have his stats down at the bottom. You can check them out in the description. But thank you, Mr. Jackson. If you have any cards of him laying around, I would highly recommend getting his autograph because he was one of the best in the game at one point as a lefty specialist. Alright, so the next one is postmarked from Indianapolis, Indiana. And I think I know who this is. If I'm not mistaken, it is one of the greatest Brooklyn Dodgers ever. And yes, I said Brooklyn. So, and I am correct, it is Mr. Carl Erskine. Carl Erskine wins Game 5 of the 1952 World Series. And he included a bonus card. That is not my card. That 53 Topps Archives is, which he signed that. But he included, try to make it as blurry as possible there. Sorry about that. But he added an extra bonus card, and it is Star Financial Bank, the perfect fit. And it's kind of like a that's pretty cool. It's kind of a public service announcement. It talks about how when he played, he didn't use alcohol or drugs or anything like that, and it's kind of a PSA announcement, I guess, card saying you can succeed in life without using drugs or alcohol. So if you guys don't know who Carl Erskine is, definitely look at his stats below in the description. But he is one of the aces of the Brooklyn Dodgers staff for many years. Him, Ralph Branca, Joe Black was, out of the bullpen. These are all names of, excuse me, individuals that have passed away. But Mr. Erskine is still living in Indiana, as I sent these cards to Indiana, and he was born in 1926. So if you guys do the math, he's in his 90s now. So definitely worth somebody to write a TTM request to if you haven't before. Very nice. I know he has written a book, in the last couple of years. Might be out there that you could probably see if you choose to do so. So thank you, Mr. Erskine. I'm very happy to get this autograph back. I have gotten your autograph back when I was a kid, many, many years ago. And Mr. Erskine's one of those people that has been a great autographer throughout his entire life. The next one is from St. Louis, Missouri. So got a good feeling this is probably a St. Louis Cardinal. And I am correct. It is none other than the Mad Hungarian himself on 1, 2, 3, and 4. So Al signed 404, and if you recognize that card right there, you guys may remember that from my video about how to prep cards. That's the 81 Topps, the very one that I showed you that you need to throw a little baby powder on because for whatever reason that year their autographs just do not look good. So I'll hold this one a little closer to the camera. As you can see, no bubbling, no nothing. A couple of the corners are bent, but that was probably like that before. But he inscribed 3 of them, the Mad Hungarian, but he didn't do it on the Cardinal one for some reason. So I'm not sure why he did that, but not complaining. But if you guys don't know who Al Hrabosky is, he pitched for the Cardinals and the Braves, also for the Royals for a little while, and he was a closer, a lefty, closer basically. And the Mad Hungarian, which is the name that, his nickname, is a persona that he actually created when he went out onto the pitching mound. And if you get a chance to, maybe Google him or YouTube the Mad Hungarian, you'll see probably some footage of him, acting a little strange would be the best way I can put it. And the thing is I've had the opportunity to meet him in person a couple times, being I'm from the St. Louis area. I've gotten autographs from him before on some larger items other than cards, like books and balls and that type of thing. And he's a very nice person. I mean, the whole Mad Hungarian persona is not something that is real, if you talk to him one-on-one. Most recently, I saw him this past winter, and we talked baseball for probably 5 to 10 minutes about the current Cardinals. And one other thing to point out about Al is he still works for the St. Louis Cardinals. He does some color commentary on TV. He's not at every game announcing on television on Fox Sports Midwest. They kind of rotate the guys. Sometimes he does the in-studio stuff. Other times he's the announcer in the booth. It's just kind of a rotation they have between Jim Edmonds, Ricky Horton, and Al Hrabosky, to name a few. They're not all there, every single game. So if you have a chance to watch Fox Sports Midwest in the St. Louis area, you definitely know who Al Hrabosky is because he still announces some of their games to this day. So thank you, Mr. Hrabosky. Very happy to get that back. I'm going to wrap this video up. We're approaching the 10-minute mark, so there's the Grant Jacksons again, and here are the Carl Erskines, including a free one that he included. So thank you to all the men that replied to the TTMs for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for future episodes. Thanks.